Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Superstar Inc. In today's video, we will find out the highest grossing movies of Tobey Maguire. But before we begin, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. American actor and film producer Tobey Maguire is best known for his portrayal of Spider-Man in 3 blockbuster films that began in 2002. With a current net worth of $75 million, it's safe to assume that his career has still taken off after his dismissal from Marvel's Spider-Man movies after rumors that he faked injuries to get higher pay for the Spider-Man 2 movie. Born as Tobias Vincent Maguire on June 27, 1975, Tobey Maguire can be said to be a talented and successful actor with the ability to deliver box office results for the films he has starred in. After his performance in the Spider-Man series, he continued making films, and some of them raised good money for the producers. Spider-Man 2. The Spider-Man 2 movie, released in 2004, is a science fiction action-adventure film in which Peter Parker is plagued with numerous problems after his failed personal life coincides with his battle as Spider-Man with a brilliant scientist named Dr. Otto Octavius. The Sam Raimi-directed film grossed $734 million at the box office. The film also stars Alfred Molina, Kirsten Dunst, and James Franco. Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man series, released in 2002, is an action-adventure science fiction film that shows how Peter Parker was transformed into a fantastic Spider-Man hero. The film shows when he was bitten by a genetically engineered spider, which transformed him from a shy and clumsy high school student into a confident and heroic Spider-Man. The film, directed by Sam Raimi, grossed $822 million at the box office. The film stars Willem Dafoe, Kirsten Dunst, and James Franco. Spider-Man 3, 2007. Spider-Man 3, released in 2007, is an action-adventure sci-fi film in which a strange black entity confuses Peter Parker's goodness. The entity that came from another world has created a black Spider-Man that Peter Parker needs to destroy himself. The film was also directed by Sam Raimi and grossed $891 million at the box office. The film stars Topher Grace, Thomas Hayden Church, and Kirsten Dunst. Wonder Boys. Before starring in the Spider-Man series, he made many films, including Wonder Boys in 2000. The film is about an English teacher who is trying to come to terms with his wife, who is ready to leave him, his editor, who is past tense for his book, and the many problems his friends associate it with. The film stars Robert Downey Jr., Frances McDormand, and Michael Douglas. The film grossed approximately $33 million at the box office, where he played James Lear. Brothers. The 2009 film Brothers is an action drama thriller about an army named Sam, who is presumed to have died on his tour in Afghanistan. He left behind his wife and children, who were cared for by his brother when he passed away. When Sam comes home, he has a lot of excess baggage from his tour of Afghanistan and has doubted his family, especially his brother and his wife. The Jim Sheridan-directed film grossed $43 million at the box office. The film stars Natalie Portman, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Sam Shepard. Pleasantville. The 1998 film Pleasantville is a fantasy comedy drama about 2 teenage brothers who met on a 1950s sitcom. Soon, people's influence on comedy began to profoundly change the complacent world of children and adolescent siblings. The Gary Ross-directed film grossed $50 million at the box office. The film stars Jeff Daniels, Joan Allen, and William H. Macy. The Cider House Rules. The film The Cider House Rules, released in 1999, is a romantic drama about a compassionate young man who was raised in an orphanage and trained to become a doctor there. After getting burned from the pressure, he decided to leave the orphanage to see the world. The film, directed by Lasse Hallström, grossed $89 million at the box office. The film stars Michael Caine, Charlize Theron, and Delroy Lindo. Seabiscuit. The 2003 film Seabiscuit is a historical drama film about the real-life struggles of an era of downsized racing depression, whose victories lifted not only the spirit of the team, but also the spirit of the entire nation. The Gary Ross-directed film grossed $148 million at the box office. The film stars Jeff Bridges, Elizabeth Banks, and Chris Cooper. Tropic Thunder. The 2008 Tropic Thunder movie is an action comedy about a series of bizarre events in which a group of actors who were shooting for a high-budget war film were forced to become the soldiers they play in the film. The Ben Stiller-directed film grossed $188 million at the box office. The film stars Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Jeff Kahn, and Robert Downey Jr. The Great Gatsby. The film The Great Gatsby, released in 2013, is a romantic drama in which a writer and Wall Street merchant Nick was drawn to the past and lifestyle of his millionaire neighbor Jay Gatsby. The film, directed by Baz Luhrmann, grossed $351 million at the box office. The film stars Carey Mulligan, Joel Edgerton, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Tell us in the comments section your thoughts. That's it from today's video. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay happy. See you in the next video.